rapidly evolving technological landscape presents unprecedented opportunities and challenges for national and international communities. These challenges increasingly concern the technology-facilitated harassment and abuse perpetrated against women and minority groups, a phenomenon that occurs on social media platforms and through the abundance of communication technologies available to most individuals. Women across the globe who choose to participate in political life, and especially those who choose to serve in leadership positions, must simultaneously come to terms with the inevitable harassment that awaits them in the digital sphere. Women who step into online spaces face a slew of hostilities, falling victim to objectification, scrutiny, harassment, and even violence.
Police, they sat in the car and then we came to the police to where the crime took place. The next thing, people started insulting. The first thing, they got my picture in the phone, my beginning picture, they showing it to everybody. Oh, I show her prostitute friend and all other things.
Liberia, a nation known for its resilience following 14 years of civil unrest, is navigating the complex intersection of politics and technology. In recent years, a growing concern has emerged: the alarming rise of online and cyberbullying against women in politics. Liberian women are struggling with the high tales of traditional norms and financial instability, and politics is considered a no-go zone for women. As part of this, we bring you a tale of the unwavering determination of women who have broken the glass ceiling, overcoming cyberbullying to have women's voices heard in Liberian politics and the national legislature, where the most important decisions are made. Bintu Masale, a young woman who, with incredible perseverance and desire to break down traditional norms and biases, started on a political quest to overturn an old taboo of women's political participation in politics, eventually becoming Grand Cape Mount County first female representative, Electoral District 1, one of the western counties in Liberia.
I faced many online violence, not only online, but at times some of the violence were physical. Even in other violences where I received people telling me that I'm not of the age 25 years to contest, and I'm not competent based on my county is a traditional based love and relation. Women shouldn't lead the people. I faced many, but I overcome.
Cape Mount is known for its entrenched religious and traditional beliefs. Bintu, like many other women, found the political process to be excruciating and dangerous. She was vilified for not being a member of a secret traditional society and for being young to lead the people of Cape Mount. But that did not deter her. She persisted, overcoming legal challenges and cyberbullying to reach the national legislature.
Online violence, once you say that you are getting involved into politics, is something that I can say you cannot avoid, but you should create a space for that. You should get it as an expectation, and you should be able to challenge it when you come and accept it and fight it through.
Today, Bintu is the youngest member of the 55th National Legislature. 1 in 3 young people in 30 countries claim they have been bullied online, and 1 in 5 say they have skipped school as a result of cyberbullying. These are some of the key findings of a new poll released by UNICEF and the UN Special Representative on Violence Against Children. Locally, no organization kept records or statistics on women who had endured cyberbullying in politics, but we were able to trace few women who were badly victimized from 2017 to 2023. Fatu Sheriff of Bakulu County, Bintu Masale of Grand Cape Mount County, Saba Juma, Polita Sisiwie, and Wokidolo of Montserrat County. Flyers or banners were ripped down, physically insulted by their male counterparts or supporters, and their personal life or nude videos placed on social media, and their heads were placed in animal bodies in an attempt to silence or disengage them from participating in the elections. Bintu is not the only lady who experienced cyberbullying to become a county's first female legislator. Mary Johnson is another woman politician who defied convention by becoming the second female lawmaker in the history of the entire Southeast and the first since the founding of Nigeria in 1964. She ran against 20 men in the elections on October 10, defying all odds. Bintu and Mary are two of the 157 women who ran for seats in the October 10, 2023 elections. Probably, all these women have had similar experiences. Woki Dolo, a former beauty queen, was physically abused and nude images shared on social media after she stated her ambition to contest the Montserrado County's District 6 seats. As a queen, many thought she was unfit and had no place in the country's body politics, but Dolo, like past women, was strong and persistent in her mission, and despite the various forces working against her, she finished third in the election for the first time.
In terms of the cyberbullying, I being a former beauty queen and venturing into politics was something that was totally unacceptable by not just the women, but also the men. And they did not see this side of me coming. Now, taking into consideration that I'm an educated woman, I've obtained series of certificates in politics, so it wasn't highlighted during all of my academic sojourn because I have just emphasized only on my social aspect because I am a sociologist as well. So until after the election, before people accepted the output of what we did. However, like I said, it's obvious. For me, it's good to experience condemnation because it puts you in a broader field to know your essence and know what you can do. Because if you just experiencing praises from people and just telling you, oh you okay, or you can make it, or you are excellent, you are not going to put out your best. I enjoy being condemned. I enjoy people retrospecting on things that I have totally forgotten about. Pictures that I put, I posted like a couple of years or months back, and it brought out of those pictures, oh yeah, this is the lady that you want to support. This is the lady that you want her to be the next representative. Totally deviating from politics and coming to something that was not even necessary to the core.
On April 4, 2023, leaders from 25 of the 26 registered political parties signed the Farmington River Declaration 2023 improved edition at the Farmington Hotel in Magabe County. On July 21, 2023, the independent candidates signed the same declaration. During a one-day forum conducted by the National Election Commission, UN Liberia, and the ECOWAS Commission on August 2, 2023, political party standard bearers were also given the option to affix their signatures as a symbolic gesture to work for peaceful elections, one that is void of violence. However, the document itself fell short of compliance, so it was just another type of document that did not stand the test of time. Despite numerous reports of violence against female candidates in the October 10 elections, the Commission believes the document contributed to a reduction in the number of female candidates who experienced cyberbullying as compared to the previous election, but could not provide data to support the claim. Polita Sisi Weir's political career was halted 3 years ago in 2020 when she competed in a by-election against Abraham Dillon, the incumbent senator of Montserrado County. She characterized it as a terrifying experience for which she was not prepared for. The harsh contestation and online bullying of her physical looks and her hair were the center of her leadership capacity during the election.
Sometimes the woman might not be having the money, but they have the vision. They have the skills, the vocational skills. They have that network power. They have that international recognition or national recognition that they can make a difference. So our people need to be looking more like what is in the head instead of looking at the hair that is on the head. Most people be like, oh, hair or wig or this, and I can just laugh because I use my own hair and it was no wig during the elections period, but still They were still talking about week and week, but that's the beauty of democracy. And some people will hate you for no reason.
According to cybersecurity experts, online violence against women in politics is one of the major impediments to women staying out of politics in Liberia. Ruth Bato is a cybersecurity expert, and she explains in depth the different challenges of women navigating the internet.
Most people that are on Facebook, we just run with everything we see on Facebook. Most of us will not have the time to do fast checking. Most of us are not sophisticated to know the steps in fast checking, and most of us don't even care about the person that is being accused. So the entire mindset will go online, for example, is that let's just move with the news. Let's just share it. Let's just label it as breaking news. Let's just destroy this person's political career. So people do not really care because it doesn't involve their leader, their family. So at the end of the day, they just run with the news. And it's just so sad that over here, whatever we see online, we tend to share it. We don't authenticate it. Whatever we see online, we tend to capitalize on it. And it's quite unfortunate that some of these people that are into mainstream media, for example, will really see some of these fake news and try to promote it, without doing due diligence. So it is a problem, and that problem will have to be handled. We'll have to begin to name and shame some of these people that are involved with it. That's why you will see some people say they want to go to court because somebody lying on them, because somebody is showing a different image of them to the public, and so forth. So yes, it's also contributed to maybe some of these women that did not really come to the forefront in terms of being elected in the various districts, because we have witnessed events where based on someone's popularity on Facebook, we will assume that the person won because of the engagement they've had on Facebook, for example. So the social media is a very powerful tool. Social media builds, social media breaks. So it's important that we know what we share on social media so that we don't destroy someone's entire career just based on lies, based on falsehood. So it is a key factor as well, I would say, that contributed to some of these ladies not winning election because of how we carry them, because of the high level of misinformation, high level of disinformation, malinformation, and all of these fake news, and that has to stop.
Because of the growing wave of cyberbullying and online violence of women in politics, organizations and individuals have been providing education and intervening. The Organization for Women and Children OWACH Executive Director, Attorney Mope Dojua, has been leading legal pathway initiatives in helping women seek remedies for issues arising out of electoral processes.
The NEC will need to develop a monitoring tool. They will need to do their work to make sure that political parties are serious enough to put women on their political party ticket. Only then can we see more women in the legislature. We need to have the political will. Men don't want to give up their seats. They know they will lose it.
Aside from OWACH, Sister Aid Liberia is also helping to build the capacity of women in politics through their leadership clinic across Liberia. The group supported over 50 women candidates with visibility by providing them with radio airtime to interact with their constituents. Madam Miata Dawolo, Executive Director of the group, explained the organization's work with women who were victims of electoral violence. She believes this had a significant role in these women's failure to obtain seats in their respective districts or counties.
Online violence is a major issue that affects women in leadership in general, not just political leadership in terms of contesting for an elected office, but even non-elected office, women in the public space have suffered different forms of violence. So if you see, there are a lot of women who shy away because they're afraid of being scrutinized or interrogated by the public in a negative way. So women complain that there were physical, there were abuse, online abuse. They're using their photos in a humiliating way, using their identity to insult women who were actively involved with the political parties. They use these women online to abuse or violate them. So it affected women. I mean, women. Most of the women decided that we shy away. Like, I don't want to be involved because the same way the other person was insulted, I don't want to be insulted like that.
Like Sister Aid Liberia, the Women NGO Secretariat of Liberia, Wongosol, is also leading similar efforts on a bigger front. During the October 2023 elections, Wongosol contributed to the positive portrayal of women in politics and has well documented violence against women. Wongosol Executive Director Esther Yango believes that the remedy to curtailing online and cyberbullying against women in politics is to ensure a law against the act.
Most women are afraid to take a leadership position within the communities because they are afraid that a lot of things will be brought online against them. I think that the Liberian government needs to pass a law to protect women, because we need to, in order to have the even environment, there should be legislation put in place to protect women. So we need a law against cyberbullying.
These interventions in favor of women in politics contributed immensely to their resilience in a struggle to ensure women's political participation in Liberia. 9 out of 157 women won the October 10, 2023 elections, 8 representatives and 1 senator. Currently, there are 3 women in the Senate of a total of 30 seats, while 8 women are in the House of Representatives of a total of 73 seats. As a means to further encourage the robust participation of women in national decision-making, Woki, Bintu, and Polita were definite with their recommendations.
I really think the Election Commission should come up with a strong policy, and implementation should be paramount to whatever policy that is already in the limelight.
You should not be afraid of online bullying. You should not let your fear stop you from achieving what you want. Do not push back. Continue fighting. Getting into A1 and losing is not all to A. You fight till you never give up.
But I just want to tell them that they should keep their heads above the water. They should know that they have so much potential, that Liberia is depending on them. They should network with other institutions that is involved with democracy.
According to a November 25, 2021 report of the UN Special Rapporteur on Violence Against Women, it has been estimated that 23% of women have reported having experienced online abuse or harassment at least once in their lifetime, and that 1 in 10 women has experienced some form of online violence since the age of 15. In addition to this, the report includes information on the gender dimension of online violence, indicating that 90% of persons victimized by non-consensual digital distribution of intimate images are women.